Good evening and Happy New Year. I'm Terry McFadden. Maureen is off tonight. We are following breaking news out of LaPorte County where 15 people are hurt and one person died after an excursion bus and a pickup collided. Let's go right to the scene now near US 20 and 450 East. That's just outside Rolling Prairie. News Center 16's Tricia Hart is live in LaPorte County. Trish, what can you tell us?
Well, Terry, earlier today, the police told me that about an hour ago, a Royal Excursion bus carrying about 15 or plus people collided with an oncoming pickup truck. Now, behind me, the police are still clearing away the scene of that accident. The driver of that pickup truck was killed in the incident. They're still removing his car. They had several school buses lined up along US 20 to transport some of the people away from the scene. And until just about 5 minutes ago, this entire roadway was blocked off. Those buses were loading people on site. And now traffic has slowly gotten back on track. Police tell me they're not sure exactly what caused the crash immediately. However, they did say it was a head-on collision. The bus and the pickup truck were heading in opposite directions, and the car was sent off the side of the roadway. We've been told that the injuries of the 15 people inside that excursion bus were not life-threatening. They've been taken to several area hospitals for treatment. We're not sure the extreme extent whether they were very minor injuries, but we do know that they were not life-threatening at this time. However, we'll wait and see how much longer it takes to get this road completely cleared away. They're still taking away that truck. We'll check in later in the show to see how the traffic is moving. Right now it's being diverted. We'll see how that clears up as the night goes on. Terry?
All right, and Trish, I know we got some calls into our newsroom that perhaps the bus had run off the road or tipped over. Can you confirm that or not?
Well, right now the police are keeping us slightly far away. They wanted to make sure they could get the people onto the buses and cleared away. So I have not seen the bus just yet, but we're going to keep checking in with police to see what they have to say. Right now, all we can see from our vantage point is that pickup truck, which is very badly damaged on the side of the road right now.
All right, Tricia Hart reporting live tonight from LaPorte County. And Tricia, as you said, we will check in with you later for an update. An update now on our top story. Let's go right to Tricia Hart for an update on the head-on collision involving a bus and a pickup in LaPorte County. Trish, 1 dead, 15 hurt. What else have we learned?
Well, Terry, I just spoke with the sheriff once again, and he's told me that about 75 yards off the roadway, if you can see those flashing lights behind me, the bus is still off the road, and it is upright, but they are working right now. There's some deputies and police officers out there with flashlights and several tow trucks out there working to get the bus back off the roadway. 75 yards is pretty far for it to have skid after the collision. Now, those 15 people were taken to several area hospitals after the crash, which happened in just about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Police have been here, and finally they had stopped the road initially. They had several school buses here to transport some of the people from that bus away from the scene. Those buses have been cleared, and now traffic is running slowly, but it is running in both directions on US 20. We're about half a mile east of County Road 350 in LaPorte County. So there was some minor backups for a while as cars were being rerouted around the accident. They have officially cleared that pickup truck out of the way. The driver of that pickup truck, we do know, is dead this evening. Reporting live from LaPorte County, Trish Hart, News Center 16.
And of course, you will have a complete update coming up on News Center 16 at 11. Tricia, thanks a lot. And thankfully, those folks who were injured on the bus, we understand non-life-threatening injuries. So that's good news.
It just shows how slick the roads are.
Yeah.
Temperatures in the mid-teens, the salt just doesn't do a whole lot of good. Even the main roads are snow-covered and slick. So take it easy out there. We have the snow coming tonight.
Near Rolling Prairie. News Center 16's Tricia Hart was the first reporter on the scene tonight. And Trish, officials initially told you 15 people were hurt and one killed in this crash. Have we learned anything more about the victim who died?
We have, Terry. John Kallick, 36-year-old from Griffith, Indiana, died from blunt force trauma after being pinned at the wreckage site. He was driving a pickup on a very snowy roadway. Unfortunately, when he crashed into the bus, the impact was fatal.
Snow, slick roads, and onset darkness. A recipe for dangerous driving.
Absolutely, the snowing and the little bit of wind, and the roads were extremely treacherous.
For John Kallick, driving westbound on US 20, treacherous conditions became fatal ones.
The pickup just lost control due to the inclement weather and
then went into the traffic, oncoming traffic of the bus.
Calic's pickup collided nearly head-on with a Royal Excursion bus on its way from Four Winds Casino to the Mishawaka area.
Like I said, it's just fortunate that it didn't overturn, or there would have really been probably some casualties, I would think.
15 passengers were only mildly injured inside the bus, and officers say the bus driver is to thank.
Thank God for that. I mean, I can't commend the driver enough to be able to, after this collision, and of course it was a shallow ditch that he went through. Thank God it wasn't a real deep one, but then through a tree line, and he missed several big trees.
The pickup was badly mangled, but the bus skidded several hundred feet off the roadway and into a cornfield.
The windshields broke out and quite a bit of damage to it after impact, and then I believe it struck part of a tree also, but all in all, why it's amazing that there weren't more serious injuries.
Officers said they're thankful this deadly situation didn't end up a lot worse.
Now, the sheriff told me several airlines were damaged when the bus went off the road. Crews were working to pinch those off so they could secure lines and actually pull it out of the cornfield. And it really is amazing that this bus hit the tree line and didn't flip over. There's actually a decline into the cornfield, which was filled with divots and several inches of snow as well tonight.
All right, and 15 people have that bus driver to thank that they weren't more seriously injured. Looks like minor injuries at this point. But this is just a reminder, Trish. You've got to be careful, extra careful out there in this kind of weather.
Exactly. The LaPorte County Sheriff's Office was taking extra precautions tonight. They actually closed down US 20 and brought in school buses to take away some of those extra bus passengers. And until then, they were diverting traffic. They actually lit the roadway with flare lights so cars could have some sort of boundary with all that snow once they did reopen it and clear that wreckage out of the way.
All right, Tricia Hart reporting live tonight from the newsroom. Tricia, thanks.